Okay. So, guys, we finally reached the final episode of the Big Brother Ninja Love. No, what am I even saying? Big Brother Ninja Level Up reunion. This is the final episode. So I just decided that I'm going to go live, and so we could have a more personal conversation about how the reunion has been for you guys and just what you think about it, like throughout the reunion. How was it for you? So maybe I'll just give it like a few seconds to um you know wait for people to come online. But yeah, if you're watching this after the live video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. Let me drink water first. Welcome, guys. Welcome on board. So I'm just going to go straight into it so that we'll now get to the point where we can now properly discuss. Let me talk about how the reunion went. Then we can now properly have a conversation. So if you're just joining, welcome. Don't forget to like, and all the good stuff. Oh, there's a comment coming in. Let me just read some comments. Hi, name. If I bother your name, no vex. So hi, Arike Bams. Yeah. So for the reunion today, first of all, they looked really beautiful. Like they are with their traditional attires and everything, they were looking so gorgeous. So I give them kudos for that. And today, maybe we can start it off by saying that, you know, there was definitely no way for them to address everybody's issue, but this was just like a way of them coming together to address some things at least. And I feel like today was just that day where they wanted to give everybody a chance to have a conversation and just voice out whatever it is that is doing them, even those that did not ask questions. Ibuka said, okay, today you can talk, you can say whatever it is that's on your mind. If I did not remember to ask you a question, then just say it now. Yeah, hi guys. I'm going to respond to the comments a bit later. Olume say Itwa is my friend's name. So they started off with Sheggz, Beauty, and the Bella situation. You guys remember in the house where there was this insinuation that Beauty liked Sheggz, and to be honest with you guys, it was Sheggz that kind of like puts that thought into Bella's head. He made her feel like, okay, Beauty liked him and everything. So Bella was just going off and off and off about Beauty. She said a lot of things about Beauty because of the fact that she felt like Beauty was trying to get with Sheggz. I remember that Beauty complimented them after one of their parties. I've been doing one of their Saturday night parties. She had some things to say to Bella and Sheggz. She was just like hailing them and everything. So Bella, hearing that Beauty liked Sheggz later on, just threw her off, and then she reacted in that light, right? So that made Beauty to unfollow Bella. And Bella said when she came out, she saw that she was unfollowed by Beauty. So her own team unfollowed Beauty. And according to Beauty, she said it was her team members that unfollowed Bella, and she didn't even know about it. At the time she came out, you guys remember that she was not even online for a while. So it wasn't her that did the unfollowing directly. It was her team and then Bella's team. So everybody's team is now their teams are now functioning on their behalf. But Beauty said after she found out why the unfollowing happened, she left it to be like that. At Pratt, at Tutu Pratt said, I caught your live. Wow, yes, we did. You look great as always. Thank you guys. Yeah. So let me just continue. Let me not get carried away. If I start reading the comments, I'm going to just spend all the time having a conversation with you guys. Who is calling me by this time? I'm just going to spend the whole day having a conversation with you guys. So now Ibuka asked Sheggz what his relationship with Beauty is like at the moment, and Sheggz was like, they are very cool, that he's G, he's a real guy. He's always saying he's a real guy. So he said he's a real guy, she's a real one too. So they are cool. And apparently and Beauty and Bella are not cool. So Ibuka was trying to find out how that dynamics is, because how is it that your babe isn't cool with this person and she's your G. So how do you guys manage the relationship or whatever it is that's going on there? And Sheggz was like, Bella is fine with it. He has friends outside of they don't really have to be cool. And he said he would like them to address things on their own. Bella said she didn't have any issue with Beauty being close to Sheggz, that she also has her friends that Sheggz doesn't like. So Sheggz is so she's fine with that. So using that reference just made it seem like okay, meaning that she doesn't really like F with Beauty like that. So at the moment, both of them are not friends, they're not following each other, they have nothing with each other, and they said they are both they said they are both fine with it, right? Very underwhelming reunion. We are going to talk about that. It was actually a very underwhelming reunion, but I don't want to dissect and finish them now. We're going to get to that point where we talk about how underwhelming the reunion was. Then let me look at my notes so that I don't forget anything. So that's it for those are mainly the things. Okay, how am I forgetting that? So Beauty said that the reason her team gave her for unfollowing Bella was that one, Bella said that she her life, I mean her lifestyle is being sponsored by men. That she there was a clip, her team said there was a clip or they saw a part where Bella said her lifestyle is being sponsored by men, and then about the fact that she likes Sheggz, right? So those were the two main reasons, and it wasn't even Groovy that she liked, that it was Sheggz that she liked. So those were the main reasons why her team said they unfollowed Bella. So for her, those reasons were valid. So that's why she didn't like push for anything. So according to Bella's own explanation, she said she could not remember saying that her lifestyle was sponsored by men, and that whole stuff has been trending for some time now. Like Bella and in fact Bella and Beauty, their fan base it has not been they've not been in the best of terms. They've just been like on a very separate P. And Bella also talked about it that she came out and she saw that these two fan bases they are not even in the best situation. They are not trying to they're literally like a fighting fan base kind of thing, right? So Bella said she can't remember saying that her lifestyle is being sponsored by men, and she can. The only thing is that definitely she felt like Beauty liked Sheggz. That there's nothing wrong with Beauty liking Sheggz. Beauty said she never liked Sheggz. That there was nothing like that, and she's like, Bella is like, there's nothing wrong with that. That whatever it is that they want to do, they can have their friendship or whatever it is. Or Beauty said she never liked Sheggz. There was nothing like that. What exactly brought up that particular situation was you guys remember at the parties Beauty and Sheggz, they were always whispering. It was always like they were having conversations, and most of it was about Groovy actually, like, oh my guy, and everything. But we didn't really get to hear everything that was said. And from the way Sheggz interpreted it, it was like Beauty was kind of like coming on to him. So Beauty said after leaving the house, she reached out to him and talked to him about it, like why did he lie, and he apologized for it, meaning that some of the things that he said concerning Beauty liking him were not true, being that he apologized and he did not dispute what she said this night. So that's basically what it was. Beauty said she never liked Sheggz, and then Sheggz, agreed with that, right? Then let me just read this comment. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I mean, if Bella's lifestyle is sponsored by men, no. It was Bella that said Beauty's lifestyle is being sponsored by men, according to what they said. I haven't really seen a clip on that yet, but that was what Beauty said she heard that got her like on that, really annoyed her and everything. And then let me now read this underwhelming comment. Very underwhelming reunion. I mean, Level Up season had a lot of talking points to talk about, but at the end, their narrator didn't gel one bit. Their narration, I think everybody was just trying to be. They were trying to be, how a reunion comes, and maybe after seeing all the drags online, everybody would just wants to be that calm, collected person per se, and not air their views or air their mind. That's kind of like what we saw right? And then the 30 minutes and with adverts in between wasn't even letting it play. Like they could have easily done 1 hour every day, like the way they did these last 2 days, and we would have seen that. And yeah, let me just remove this. So these are the things for me. Okay. So what do you call it? Bryann and Ilebaye's gist also came up. So, you guys remember the fight Ilebaye and Bryann had in the house, right? The fight that, hold on. Okay, you guys remember the fight that you guys remember the fight that Ilebaye and Bryann had in the house? I hope this thing is not cracking. Feels like it's cracking. I hope it's not. I really hope it's not. Okay. You guys remember the fight that Ilebaye and Bryann had in the house? It was just like about she said saying that Bryann told the level one members that they had a relationship and that caused a fight. So they were just analyzing that. And according to Ilebaye, she kind of she liked him at the time in the house, and but not to the point of dating, right? So she liked him, they were just vibing, and she now heard from one of their conversations, from one of the conversations he was having with somebody in the at the party, that he has something to do with her, and that got her triggered. And then another person now told her that he heard that they have a thing. That's Bryann and Ilebaye. So she went back to the house and told Bryann that why would he go and tell somebody that they are in a relationship when they're not in a relationship? And that now got Bryann angry because she didn't want to say who told her. So that's how the whole back and forth happened. But she said she likes him at the time, but not to the point of dating. And then as for Bryann said that for him it was just vibes. They were just vibing. He's always using the word vibing. They were just catching cruise. That he was on like everybody's bed. So it was like it wasn't deep for him. But to be honest with you guys, I've been honest with you guys like 1 million times. I've said this thing a lot. So, but from what I observed, according to Bryann was coming from the angle of it was just cruise for him. But what he had with Ilebaye was more cruisy than what he had with all the others, right? There were times where he would go give her a massage. Like Ilebaye was catching the cruise and everything, but he was also deeper into that their friendship. I'm sorry, he was deeper into the friendship with Ilebaye than the others. Where it was very obvious that what he had with Daniela was friendship, like plain friendship. But like Ilebaye's own, I feel like there was something more, but he just did not want to admit to that because there was also the gist of kissing and no kissing. And then Ilebaye also talked about it, saying that he mentioned that he wanted to kiss her or something. So I feel like there was something more than just friendship. Maybe not relationship or anything, but it was not just like friendship type of vibe, like the Daniela type of friendship vibe with Ilebaye was kind of different. But he was just like on it was just cruise, it was just cruise. Then with Modella, Ilebaye said that the reason he went to Modella, she feels like the reason he went to Modella is because she didn't give him face. And Bryann was just like, ha. That more like it was not really wasn't really that deep for him. So she didn't even understand why she was saying that. But that's what Ilebaye said, that she felt like he went to Modella because she didn't give him face. And then the fight between herself and Modella, there was a fight that she had with Modella about relaxer. No, about gel. And Modella using her hair gel when she came into the house and everything, that Bryann did not say anything. And Bryann was just saying that he wanted to have a conversation with her about the fact that she was being childish in the house. In fact, the whole story was just kind of like scattered. The whole story was just, all over the place. But at the end of the day, Modella said she's not really close to Ilebaye, right? And it was just friendship that was there, so she doesn't really have any issues with her. Ilebaye said she likes him, and she had some kind of feelings for Bryann in the house, and I feel like they're actually good right now. So they were just trying to address whatever it is that happened between them before, which did not really get deep, to be honest. I feel like they are cool right now, but they just wanted to air their views. And I think Levi just wanted to point out that Bryann likes her more than just the way he has been expressing. And I actually believe that. I actually think that that is what the situation is. And then what else did they even discuss? Let me check my notes so that I don't forget some things. So Bryann mentioned Christy in his conversation, and then Abel kind of went on to Christy to find out what's up And Chrissy was like, Bryann was just joking around. And people kind of asked her about Famsavi, what of that situation, that what was it for herself and Famsavi. And then Chrissy is like, with Famsavi was also all over the place the way Bryann was. So he was confused. So she didn't really take him seriously. She felt like everything that he said to her was literally him joking, right? Because you guys remember that Famsavi was trying to get with Christy O at some point. He was telling her things. But that was after he had tried to get with Amaka, and Amaka kind of turned him down. So it was almost like, okay, since Amaka has like disappointed me, Amaka disappoints you. Since Amaka has disappointed, let me now, pursue things with Christy O. He said that if Christy O had stayed longer, then they would have, tried to work things out. And then with Diana too, Diana was also in the mix at some point when he said that, okay, with Christy O, it wasn't working. And he kind of like, started to talk about liking Diana. Even in their last party, he spoke to her about liking her. So Ebuka was like, so what's happening there? What's going on there? Diana was like, no, Ebuka was asking, so which option was Diana? And Diana was like, option D. Like, um, Diana was like, okay, that was the option D. So, Ebuka was now asking, what happened after you guys left the house because of the conversation of him telling her that he likes her. And Diana said that Famsavi called her, had a conversation with her about wanting wanting to take her out on a date. But up until today, she's still waiting for the date. That it has not happened. So it's almost just proved the point of him not really being serious about anything. But she said that she's still open to that date. That now she's ready. That in South Africa, they were busy, but now she's ready for the date. So I'm going to be watching out to see when they have their dates, right? So what else did they even address? At the end of the day, Buka just asked them about like how what do they feel like the reunion was worth it for them? And then Daniela said, yeah, it was worth it for her, but like there's some of the fights that happened that she did not expect. She didn't expect to see some them fighting about certain things. She felt like some of these things should have been resolved even before the reunion. So some of those for some of those arguments and fights surprised her because she's like a peaceful person. So she couldn't relate with some of the things that were going on there. And then Doyin said it was worth it for her. At least she was able to clear the air on some things. Chichi said it was worth it. Chomzi said it was worth it that at least she has been able to find out that somebody doesn't have how did she even put it? Let me see if I can get the exact way she put it. So she said, yeah, she was able to find out that somebody has bad intentions towards her, right? And that person, she didn't say anybody's name, but Eliswa caught the shade that was thrown, and Eliswa was like, he needed to also speak up. He said that he cares for Chomzi, he still cares for her, but like he was trying to reach out to her when she was down and she wasn't responding. So there was no energy reciprocated towards him. So that was why everything went down the drain. And then Chichi said it was also worth it for her. Then at the end of the day, Ebuka asked them like, would they do this again? And most of them raised their hands. He now asked, if you will not do this again, that's go for Big Brother. If there's another season and then they require you to come, if you not do it again, let's see your hands. And Bella and Giddy Fire said they're not going to do this again. Guys, who's calling me? It's calling my phone. They're not going to do this again. If they were given another opportunity, they will not go for Big Brother again. According to Bella, she said the house was just kind of somehow for her that she would not want to have that experience again. Like it wasn't the way she felt it was going to be. So, we kind of asked her, what if Sheggz, even if Sheggz is in the house, and she said yes, that she's not going to do it again. As for Giddy Fire, he was like, I think for Giddy Fire, it's more or less like coming out and just having this experience outside and it not being the way he wanted it to be, right? So it was just Bella and Giddy Fire that said they will not go for another Big Brother. So if another Big Brother comes up, they're not gonna go. And you guys know that it's like we're going to have like the Big Brother. I don't know why I'm checking right now. Yeesh. You guys know that we are most likely going to have a season where the past housemates will come in, right? So don't expect to see Bella there or Guinea Fire. So they said they're not going to do this again. So let me just read some of the comments right now. Um, between by the way, that thing where Beauty said that Sheggz lied now connects the dots because recall during that time Bella hadn't yet accepted the guy. So I think Sheggz used that Beauty thing to make Bella know that he had she had a competitor, so she should decide. I swear this Sheggz, and it's unfortunate for Beauty because it was her name that was dragged. In fact, it's the reason Bella's fans started the fight with Bbnaija. You are very, very right. This particular conversation, this particular talk is very, very right, right? It's very, very right, right? This particular talk is very right because that period that Sheggz was trying to get with Bella, there are certain people that he actually turned Bella against. Even Doyin, you guys remember that Doyin told um I don't know what's doing me. You guys remember that Doyin expressed to Sheggz that if there was nothing that was going on between them, that she would have like kind of gone for him. She expressed that she liked him at that time, and that was still early on in the game. I did not feel like there was any need to carry the gist and go and tell Bella, right? So there were so many things that I was telling Bella, almost like okay, he was trying to paint this whole guy, people are coming for me kind of thing, so that Bella will see that okay, they are competitors and she needs to sit up kind of thing, or just as a way of wooing her because apparently it works for some people. They feel like everybody's liking you. You just want to like be there. So you're right. So I didn't actually believe itself, like the whole Beauty telling him that she likes him and everything. I didn't actually believe it. So I think it was just part of those things that he said. Since he apologized for it. So yeah. And then Naim said the other comment was from that was antique. And then Naim, guys, if I murder anybody's name, no vex. Please let me know if it says cracking so that this was my first time watching BBN, and it was a lot of mean people. I don't think I would watch again. In fact, TV shows like this are not for me. and the fans universe, the fans universe is more fucked up. Okay, that's what it means. The fans universe is more fucked up. See me reading like somebody that did not go to school. The fans universe is more fucked up. So yeah, it's actually crazy. If you're not strong, especially on like going on platforms like maybe Twitter, if you're not strong and you're watching Big Brother and you decide to go to where the fans are having conversations, especially on Twitter, you're going to feel really bad and you see how toxic things can get, especially on Twitter, most especially on Twitter. The most toxic place that you see Big Brother gist or Big Brother fans is on Twitter. For Twitter, people just go all the way. On Instagram, it's still a little bit more, they're not that deep. But on Twitter, they'll drop receipts, drop insults, drop everything. I'm sure this whole Bella's talk of saying beauty's lifestyle is sponsored by men would be on Twitter if there's a video about it. I'm sure it will be on Twitter by now, but I just didn't go to Twitter because I didn't want to do that. So yeah, that's basically what happened at the reunion tonight. This is the final episode. I'm expecting the episode where we're going to have all the past housemates. I'm not 200% sure if I'm going to even cover the next Big Brother, to be honest with you guys. Let me just leak out the gist for you guys now. I'm not completely sure if I'm going to do that, but I'll give you guys an update on what I've been planning. I have things that I've been planning. I have things in store. So I'm going to give you guys an update on that. I don't want to reveal everything right now, but the probability of covering the next Big Brother is kind of low. Let me just reveal it to those that are still here at this point. If you're still here at this point, don't please give this video a thumbs up because I'm about to end the live stream. If you're here, just like give it a thumbs up. So yeah, that's basically it. What do you guys think about the reunion? Did you enjoy it? If you didn't enjoy it, also let me know in the comment section. If you did, let me know in the comment section. Did it meet your expectations? Let me know in the comment section. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. Bye. Love you. Love you guys.
Hmm.